let's switch it up.
We've been holding back way too much. Welcome to the breakup diet.
Welcome back to another episode of the breakup diet. Today I have a question for you, Ilma.
Let's get it.
Do you think honesty is the best policy during a breakup?
Oh my God, 1,000%. I want to know the truth, the real truth.
But do you sometimes think that honest is, you can be too honest, that it's like mean? Like for me, I'm going to give an example really quickly. For me, like, I want them to be honest, but then if it's like more hurtful than actually like good, I sometimes don't think it's correct. Then I'm like, okay, maybe you should have kept that to yourself because that's just mean and that's going to hurt me more than do any good. Do you get me?
I guess there's like a fine line between what's honest and what's actually just being abusive.
Yeah.
That's what it is, really. So if you're going to abuse me in the process of you being honest, I don't want to be part of that.
Yeah. Like if you're saying, yeah, okay, I don't want to be with you because I don't think we're right, fine. You don't have to say,
I slept with XYZ and I think XYZ is hotter than you, so I'm choosing her, not you. Like, I don't need a background story. But then, I don't know, I feel like sometimes when you get like a one-word truthful reason of a breakup, you have questions and you want to know more and more and more. And then you dig up and then he ends up basically abusing you. Like,
yeah.
There's a point, I guess.
Yeah, and I guess sometimes if they are really honest, although it's horrible, it kind of does push you to then be like, hate them, to then like let go, or push you to be like, oh, fine. But I don't know, personally for me, I prefer to be less honest, like as in I'd be honest why I've broken off, I don't think we're correct, but I don't go into detail.
Yeah, be honest, don't abuse me. That's like my policy.
Fair.
Yeah.
Hang on, let's stop this for a sec.
Subscribe and follow the breakup diet. You don't want to miss another episode.
I've had it when even when I've seen like exes after, I wouldn't tell them details of my life in between, really, like if it's gonna hurt
it's none
them.
of their business. What you do after your breakup is none of their business.
So when I
Neither
got told,
is what they get up to after their our breakup. It's not my business to know what they've been up to.
I know, but I'm only saying this because I got told, remember? I got told stuff that then actually didn't hurt me because I was like, I mean, it did hurt me, but like, it's like, oh.
I mean, he got what he wanted out of it to hurt you. He said that to hurt you.
Yeah.
He wasn't being like this honest saint. He did it literally to hurt you.
Yeah.
Yeah, point blank.
So that's when I don't think honesty is good. It keeps coming up with like friends and friends of friends about everyone really wants to know the real reason they're having a breakup, When
the real reason isn't being provided, that's when we're like, oh my God, closure. I need to search for closure. I'm going to keep asking them. So it's like, what is it? Closure, or do you want the honesty, or like what?
Yeah, and even when you tend to get, like, they be honest or they tell you, you still have questions. Or you don't think that they're being correct in what they're saying too. I've heard that as well. When they like give you a reason.
And it's not good enough for you.
Yeah. Or,
which is like a you problem then, if it's not good enough for you.
But then also sometimes I feel like people give reasons in breakups that are like cop-outs too. Well, maybe that's just me. Like, as in, they'll say, oh, it's because you drink too much. Oh, it's because you do this. And I'm like, but then they're like a partier, or they, you know what I mean?
So they're basically projecting.
Yeah, I'm like, that's not true. Oh, I wouldn't want my my serious girlfriend or my wife to be like that. Like, that's something that's being said.
I feel like the lesson we need to learn is that what men say, we got to take them with a pinch of salt.
Yeah.
So it's like, maybe they're not even, like, the honesty that we think that we're battling, maybe it's not even there.
Yeah. But I don't like the phrase, oh, I'm too honest, or too...
Yeah, it means that you're just a dick.
Yeah, no, you're just nasty.
Yeah, like, that's what it's telling me. Like,
I could be way more honest with you and you'd cry because you would cry.
You wouldn't be able to handle what you dish out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Example, sorry, ex, if you're listening to this, but he would no, actually I can't say that. That's too mean. It's too mean. I'm not even going to say it now. But if I said something that like reaffirmed something that he had told me that he feels, which actually, to be fair, probably was valid, now I'm like, I'm not even going to say it now because of the off chance he might see it.
Yeah.
But if I was too honest, I would say it. I think honesty is something that's like a fine line between being nasty and unnecessary.
I agree. I think just don't be abusive.
Yeah, and I think if it's going to hurt them more, you need to honestly come up with a little white lie or come up with something else.
Oh, no.
I
No
do.
white lies. Just say it's not working out. Say you want to see
Yeah, but
other
if they
people.
if they keep probing you and they won't give it up, I'm talking about
Oh,
in
that's
the
when you
extreme.
block them. Holy shit. If I've given you a reason, if I've given you my honest reason, you still ask me questions, I'm going to block you.
No, I would just say, personally, it's not
I wouldn't
working
do
out.
a white lie to just make them feel good. Fuck that. No, I don't agree with that. Sorry.
That's fine, fair enough.
Yeah.
If I was with somebody for a long time and they haven't done something necessarily terrible and I know that it's going to hurt them more by just doing that, I would probably say that, I don't know, I don't see it working for us in the future because of the distance, because of something that was a problem that might not have been the sole, it's not a lie, as in because it's not the complete truth, is what I'm saying. As in, like, it's not a lie, it's justified, it probably was an element of the breakup, but it's not necessarily the entire reason that's going to then put them down even worse. It's enough of a reason to be like, exit out, hurtful, but not ruin their soul. Because sometimes people are so mean.
Yeah, that's the thing. You just gotta not be brutal about it.
Do you think that if they are being brutal, it's just like a avoidance of feeling guilt? Because if they actually like sit with it and like think about the breakup, they're probably going to feel bad about certain things. So I kind of think it is. Sometimes if you're projecting or like flipping it into making the other person feel bad, I think you are avoiding taking some of the blame
Yeah.
or accepting like that
Your
you might have hurt them.
responsibility. Yeah, because I do think like breakups, it's two people in a relationship. I think there's two people responsible for the breakup.
Yeah, for
Whether
sure.
they're the dumper or the dumpy, like it does take two people for a relationship to break down.
Yeah, it does.
It does, because the first person wants to be in a relationship, the second person doesn't want to be in the relationship, equals it ends.
Yeah. But what if somebody's putting in all the effort but they're not?
But
Yeah.
that's the thing, it still takes the two people.
Yeah.
I just made that point.
Yeah, I know, but then
Yeah.
it's more the person that doesn't put any effort in.
Yeah, but it's still
Obviously, because you have two people to tango in the same thing.
Yeah, and one person doesn't want to tango, still makes both people responsible for the breakup, you know?
Yeah, fair. Have you ever said something in a breakup where you've regretted, like being too honest and thought, nah, that was past, like that was past the line of what I should have said, or not really?
No, I probably wish I was even more honest. I wish I spoke up for myself way more.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah, what about you? Do you feel like you've spoken up?
no. I held a lot of. I could have been a lot more, but then also I don't want to put the other person down, even if some things I probably said already would have. You know what I mean? Like, also we have a podcast about breakups. Like, obviously we're analyzing relationships we've past been in. If they've seen it, they would also be put down by some stuff that we say. Like, we're being honest about it. But then in my actual relationship, no, because I went silent more than.
Yeah, I just feel like sometimes the silence can be so just not beneficial to you.
Oh, no, it's not
Yeah.
good. But it's quite hard when you're having like a heated discussion at the end, or even just a discussion.
Yeah, and you just gotta hold the silence just so the fight doesn't escalate even more.
Yeah, especially if you're dating somebody that's argumentative, or you know what I mean, then it's the worst, because even if you say one thing that's like at a level 2, they're going to be a 10. So like you have to, you know what I mean? It's hard to know what to do in that sort of situation, I think. I honestly myself go silent.
Yeah, it's just easier to protect them, but equally we should be encouraging, especially like women, to speak up.
Yeah.
Like, we get mistreated so badly that it's like kind of not fair that we have to like pander to the men and be like, oh, I'll just be silent so it doesn't escalate, when really like I should be able to say what I want to say.
No, but I think it's also specific on not just like, I think it's the whole you as a person. Like, I don't pipe up in arguments in general though. Like, even when we've had disagreements, I will say one thing, but I won't then go again.
Yeah.
So it's also a personality trait. But yeah, women definitely should speak up more and not hold your ground more. But it is hard too, especially in the moment. you get a bit
It
like,
can be hard because it's also like a
shocked.
safety thing as well, because what if like I say something that like triggers him to hit me? Like that is
Yeah.
like, what if it leads to like literal domestic violence?
yeah.
So yeah, it's just tough. It's tough being a woman.
It's also hard when you're shocked. Sometimes like,
You're paralyzed in shock and you don't know what to say. That happens to me all the time. That's when I'm like, Ilma's like, say something, say something.
it's also, even though if you would have had it probably at work, or like if you have an interview, to be honest, if you have an interview and someone asks you a question and you go blank,
Oh yeah,
it's like, it happens all the time too.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the same thing. Like if somebody says something that's like too honest or too like, or mean or whatever, then you can just be like, did I actually hear that?
yeah,
Like, surely
what just
not.
happened?
Like, did that actually come out of your mouth?
Yeah, the shock can be very paralyzing. Yeah.
Yeah, honesty's a hard one with a breakup, I think. Because a lot of the time, especially if you're a curious person, you're going to want more, even when you get the more too. Or you're not going to believe it, or you're not going to, like, it's okay for us to say, like, okay, yeah, then you go. But lots of people don't. You know what I mean? Like, how
And
many
that's where we
conversations...
step in and tell them, dude,
Yeah.
like, he's given you the answer, leave. Like, that's where we come in.
I know. But I've had so many conversations with friends over the years of it being like, they have to talk it over so many times. I'm like that too. Even if you have the answer, you don't like believe it, or you think that there must be more
But that's like
or
a you
less.
problem then, don't you think? Like, you gotta just sometimes, if they don't want you, like, oh, what more do you need to know? Why do you need to hurt yourself? You're already hurt. Like,
Yeah, theoretically, if you could just do that, then yeah. Otherwise, we wouldn't have a show about breakups because there would be nothing. It would just be like done.
but that's where we step in and be like, guys, like, you don't need to repeat these typical mistakes.
Would you, when you're getting broken up with, so say you've been in a relationship for, let's put it into a relationship, you've been with this guy for like 3 years or something.
Yeah.
Okay, we're putting a fake scenario, okay?
Yeah.
He's your life, everything. You've confided in him about top secret stuff, like personal stuff. You know what I mean? Like, he is your best friend, your rock, your everything. Would you prefer to hear an honest breakup, right? But a softened version, or one where it's so brutal that it's picking up stuff from the last 3 years that you know would hurt you, but like it's so honest? I personally would want to know the softened version, but still being honest, but like not as in detail as the worst.
I don't know, I guess like my answer that I've been like saying this entire time is just be honest, don't abuse me. Tell me what the truth is, don't abuse me. Like,
Yeah.
I can handle rejection really well. Like, I'm a model, I get rejected every day. You know, so
So softened version, yeah.
not even soften, just don't
It's
abuse
not
me.
softened doesn't mean not honest. It's just
Yeah.
like not in the whole detail of like every single little thing he's ever thought that then's going to come up that actually is more
exactly.
critical than
Yeah, I'm so
needed.
with you. I'm so with you on this one.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be horrible.
Yeah, exactly. Just don't mistreat me. That's it, really. That's the moral. That's what we all want.
What do you think, on the topic of being like nice at breakups and stuff, what do you think is the kindest way to break up with somebody then?
I don't think there's a kind way. There's no such thing as a right way. Like, this was with my ex, and the whole narrative that I've based the breakup diet on was, he dumped me 2 days after the divorce party. He could have dumped me 2 days before. He still would have been a dick. He dumped me 2 days after. He was still a dick. Like, I don't think breakups will ever be nice. It's just not a nice experience. And there is nothing that will make it nice. Even if he like did all the right thing and said honest, like, Benny, bless him, the way he ended things with me was the most like mature, nicest way ever. I was still hurt because it was like the end. Like, no matter, he couldn't have done it a more nicer way, and it still was very hurtful. So I really don't think there is a thing as a good breakup. There's good relationships, but never a good breakup.
I agree, but I also think there's better
There's
timing.
ugly breakups,
Yeah.
but it will never be good. Like, even with you, whenever he dumped you, it just would have been shit.
Yeah, but I think timing does play it a bit. Especially because I think timing, yeah, it would have been shit any time, but the specific time that I got dumped was really nasty. Like, as in, out of everything, and he's not nasty. Like, I don't think he's a nasty person, but that was nasty.
Yeah.
Because of other situations I had going on in my life, like, there were so many elements that made it bad. That's when I think that he could have been kinder by, one, communicating before that he wasn't sure, because I gave him so many opportunities within our time together at the end to voice a concern, even a bit of doubt, which I wasn't given. So that's where I think that's bad. And then also that direct timing of it. Like, I was crying, like speaking to a therapist, crying every single day, and like also then had that, and then he did it. So I was in such a, like, that's like when people break up with somebody when they find out their dad has, sorry to be like brutal, but they find out like a family member is really sick and is about to die, and then people break up with them.
Oh yeah, it's such a man thing to do, because there's like statistics that prove like whenever women get diagnosed with cancer, the men almost like leave them immediately.
Yeah, but when it's reversed, they stick around, like women.
Yeah, we stick around.
That is actually a statistic. I've read that too.
Sad.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, I don't think there's ever a nice breakup, because it is an ending, and there's, especially if you really love each other, like, it's
It'll
tough.
always be hard,
it's tough. But I think if there's like clear communication and you guys have like had multiple conversations about like things and it's not working, and you kind of come to it together, then I think you can have a semi-ish nice breakup, personally. Like, if it's something prolonged and it's like very open and you're very honest with your, where you're at and what you're feeling, then okay. It's just whether it's like done with like deceit. Yeah, and like also the
handle with care.
And also after, it's not just like you have a breakup and then you have to be an actual dickhead. Like, you can have a breakup but then still put in boundaries and say, be honest, be like, okay, I want to be there for you, but I can't be there for you in this way because we're having a breakup and I want this decision. You know what I mean?
Like, I don't want to lead you on.
Yeah, kind of, and be honest with it, not just breadcrumbing into different situations.
No contact after a breakup. As soon as there's contact, it just gets so messy.
But even if there's like a little bit of contact, like
all my breakups, my first one, absolutely have not talked to him since. He's been not allowed to talk to me. My second breakup, I was like, I need like a month to myself, please. And if I feel like I want to speak to you, I'll reach out to you. Never did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like that's the way to go. Like, you just need to fully cut.
I think it's different to everyone and different to every situation, personally. But that's just, I think it's better if you could probably just do that. But I think for me personally, it wasn't. Like, I only had 3 other conversations over like 4 months, and then I saw him. Mm-hmm. But those 3 other conversations, like, we weren't talking, or it wasn't like we were talking, and there were like conversations, and it was just more because it was like so abrupt, and it actually was like, the reason was like a nice reason. It wasn't like something nasty happened. But then the best thing I ever did, which I got so much advice not to do, was go and see him again.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've noticed, I'm nowhere near as angry or hurt or anything.
That's good. That's helped you with your path.
Oh, yeah. Which most people wouldn't say do that if you're like, but why would you see him again if you don't want to be back with him or anything? I needed to see him because I didn't need answers. Well, I kind of did. And then finally, when he was ready to see me and we actually met up and had a nice conversation, he was at a spot where he could be honest.
Yeah.
And he validated he stopped gaslighting me.
Yeah.
As in, he was like, no, I did do that and that was mean.
Yeah.
So then honesty is good if they're like ready to actually tell you, I think. I didn't need him to tell me, but it did help me inside, because if somebody's gaslighting you or telling you, you're being crazy, like, it's not like that. And like, you like question yourself.
Yeah, I agree. Gaslighting is scary.
Yeah, even if you know it's not true, you still get affected by it, because yeah. So the time that you should be honest about your breakup, if you want to be fully honest, I think is way after. Like, I could probably hear the real reason now okay, I still don't think you should go into graphic detail of like all the tiny little things that you hate about me and all this sort of stuff. Like, don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't
never,
be mean.
never do that. But like,
Yeah.
I think you can be honest about your breakup to like a good extent way after, so that the emotions aren't so high and it's not so like nitpicky and mean. And I think before you can give them like, obviously give them a reason, because I don't think it's fair not to give them a reason that's also linked to the truth, but maybe not the full truth, like enough for them to go away. And then if you do end up speaking to them again and they do come back for more way down the line, like a few months later, then you could give them the whole truth, but not like, still not mean. Like, you know, say how you felt and maybe what happened, but not actually attacking their character to a massive extent.
Yeah, that's fair. I think for me, like, just be honest during the breakup, and then I'm not going to hear from you after.
Fair.
Like, I don't need to revisit this 6 months after. Like, once it's done, it's done. Yeah.
Fair. Stronger woman than me. I would want to say once it's done, it's done. And I think in some situations it is, but not always.
I think it will be for you in the future. This was your first breakup. The first one ends, like, just takes forever for it to end. Like, my first breakup took about like 6 months for it to end. Even like after he left me, it took us about like 3 months for it to be like done.
Yeah.
Like, once it's been lodged to court, that's when I was like, oh, I can be brutally honest now, and now you will never speak to me after.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely situational, and like you have to just take it as it comes, because some people might need it, some people might not need it, but you just got to see at the time.
Yeah, like, I literally was brutally honest for myself, because I had to be such a nice girl till he signed the fucking paper.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got to...
We hope you learned something. It's complicated, but for me, honesty is the policy.
Yeah, honesty is the policy to an extent for me. Because I feel, yeah, as I said on the whole thing, I just feel like it can be more nasty than actually like productive sometimes. So yeah, thank you guys for listening.